Hey everybody, it's good to be back. Let's just face facts. You don't have what it takes to be with a narcissist. And what is it the narcissist wants that you don't have what it takes? The narcissist wants the honeymoon phase permanently. Non-stop honeymoon phase. They want that honeymoon emotion to last forever. They want all their needs met the way they want them met. What they envision and how it comes to them is what you need to be able to deliver flawlessly. You'll get a few jail out of free cards every once in a while when you don't deliver it right. But boy, you better be sure you're on top of that. So you better be a mind reader. You got to know how to do it and deliver it every time. Don't have any significant needs of your own. Remember, this whole thing is going to revolve on supplying the narcissist with their emotional and physical needs. So if your needs are significant or higher than theirs, it's not going to mesh. They're not going to take that because you got to be focused on that narcissist and their well-being. That's it. Have the ability to keep them entertained. Yeah, narcissists can't sit around in peace for too long because if they do, that brings in reality and they don't want to focus on that reality. And going out has to be an experience that they want to experience the way they want to experience it. So do not think your needs are going to be met going out with these people and keeping them busy, because the entertainment has to be experienced the way they want to experience it. Again, your needs come second. Guys, even if you could supply these narcissists, it's just never going to be enough. These narcissists have an insatiable appetite for attention, validation. You will never be enough. You're not going to be able to supply it. You're not enough. You're not going to have the energy. You're not going to have the forethought. You're not going to have the mind reading capabilities. You're not going to have the stamina to forego your needs. It's never going to be enough. You are not enough for the narcissist. I mean, these people need constant validation. Not just yours, because they will get tired of your validation because it will be too consistent, it will be too reliable, and it will just be yours. They need the world's validation. They need their coworkers' validation, strangers' validation. They will get this validation met any way possible. This is why so many of these narcissists are cheaters. They get involved in some very funky things. It is just validation, supply. This is common with these people because they always outsource this validation. They're always outsourcing. They're always looking for more. Strangers, whatever. But that puts you in a bit of a predicament. Since they are receiving validation outsourced and they're getting this. And all this is transactional to them. Relationships are transactional. That means the minute your supply becomes unworthy, you are replaceable. And they're constantly searching for supply to replace you. And why not? They're constantly searching for validation. So as soon as you can't meet their needs, which eventually you will fail in meeting their needs in some way, they use that extra supply, they're grooming other supply, and they're preparing to have you exit. It's all transaction. As soon as you can't supply them, transaction with you is over. And it's so fast with these narcissists. These endings and discards and forced exits, well, they'll push your buttons enough to where you are forced to exit and they feel validated as a better person. These things happen, but it will happen so fast. I mean, you could be building your husband the man cave of his dreams, and it's something that you and him worked on, and he is so thankful. And the next day, it's like you don't exist. He can walk away. I could build my wife the garden of her dreams, and we could buy plants together and be planting them and laughing and smiling. And she's so happy for the garden. And the next day, again, transaction could be over. They will find the excuse, and they're building excuses constantly to go ahead and end that transaction as soon as you don't give into their expectation. And they have grandiose expectations. And eventually you fail on delivering expectations. There's something dark that goes around these people, okay? They need this validation and this supply from others because they have no true, honest soul identity. There's something lost within them. This is why they need that attention, and they mirror people and they mirror you to get into the relationship with you. There's something missing in there. You know, they mirror people to connect. It's and to even build their own identity because they're missing that true self. There's something that they're not connected with within themselves. And there's something that's disconnecting them from their higher source. So something has gotten in there. But this is like a person with a lost soul. Okay, it's like been infiltrated, and it's something dark because the actions that they take, they're dark actions. It's not something that's pleasant and of the light. So something spiritual is going on with this. And it can be from childhood trauma. Maybe it's possession, spirit world possession. I don't know. Whatever it is, it could be all the above. But it's a darkness. And I don't think they can see that and accept it. They always outsource all their problems. So they are a hero to themselves. Again, that's where this outsourced validation and supply aids them when the supply is new. They don't have any idea who they're really dealing with. They don't know the true personality inside of that person. Eventually it will show, but in the beginnings, they know how to manipulate their supply. And that is also why they don't know true empathy. They don't have that true empathy. They act it out, but I believe this is again mirroring what they see other empathic people do, or just people in general in reality that are, in a normal sense, caring. But to the narcissist, this is all false empathy coming from them. They don't have that true heart, soul, connection, and empathy. It's just mirroring. And I believe some of these narcissists probably think that's how we all do it. They probably think, well, this is how it's done. Someone gets hurt, you say sorry, I feel sorry for you. But it's not a true heartfelt, empathic personality. For all of the rest of the world, it feels different for us. It comes from a different place. It's truth and honesty. And I don't think the narcissist even realizes that's how it is. If they had true empathy, they wouldn't withhold love and affection. Um, they wouldn't give you the silent treatment. A true person with true empathy wouldn't play those type of games. They wouldn't use those tactics. Someone with honest empathy wouldn't do that. So right there kind of tells you they're missing that true empathy. This is a dark, manipulating, jealous, controlling, selfish personality that they have. And you don't have what it takes to be with that. And here is the kicker, but the light at the end of the tunnel. You chose this narcissist to be in your life. And you have learned something from this experience. This catastrophic encounter, this catastrophic meeting has opened doors within you. It has brought your connection to your higher spiritual relationship. It's brought a connection that you probably didn't have before. I mean, you are probably closer to your higher self and your spiritual guidance more than ever. This is probably giving you more of a higher perspective. It's definitely giving you a new perception on life. It's really put your integrity and your spiritual connection and your beliefs. It's really probably put them into such a better position. But you have to realize you have been freed. This spiritual world has helped you realize to disconnect, has brought the narcissist to push you into a position to disconnect, or has put you in a discard phase where they went ahead and popped you out and just took off. But the spiritual world made sure you were freed. This is something of a blessing. This is not something to ruminate over, to trauma bond to. You have to realize you're freed. You are no longer bound by those shackles. You are no longer needing to stay trauma bonded. You're free to become your higher self. You've been given the tools and the knowledge to connect to your spiritual self, your spiritual source in such a way that you You've grown so much from this. This was such a spiritual growth. This has opened the door to connect with your spiritual source in a powerful way. Think of it like this. This catastrophic event is like you and the narcissist, okay, sitting at a glass table. And there's a bottle in the middle of the glass table. Narcissist sees one side, you see the other. Narcissist says, this is what I read. Ingredients, water, glycerin, soap. That's what the bottle says. That's like the narcissistic world. That's what the bottle says. That's the way it is. Final. What do you see? If you're not going to agree, because on your end it says good soap with a rose, picture of a rose. Narcissist will say, no way. Nope, that ain't real. Nope, that's not it. Again, narcissists can't see the truth. They can't see reality. But you have been given the chance to take the shackles off, walk around the table, look underneath the glass table, rise above and look from the top. You can see all angles now because that narcissist has freed you from the chair, freed you to walk around, freed you to see and have a higher perspective and get the greatest perception out of it. You can see the truth. The narcissist is stuck at the table, no matter what. You are freed. The narcissist is trapped by the demons or trauma. It is not free to move around. That narcissist is stuck, and it's just going to keep regurgitating its life out there to the new supply for new validation. You're freed, and you are no longer stuck there. You see all sides and see the truth. Now you've been let go of the narcissist. Let them go. Let them go. No trauma bond. No reason to even think about it. This is now your new life with your higher perspective, and you are no longer bound by that chair. So guys, go live your best life. Go out there and spread good words. Give lots of love and kindness. Take care of yourselves. Treat yourselves well. Thank you for subscribing. If you didn't subscribe, I still thank you. I love everybody out there. Everyone have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves. Till next time.